Let me show you how I caught a very nice reversal trade on NQ, 70-point winner, and I'll show you exactly what I waited for. Same pattern as yesterday, same lesson 31. Those of you in the academy, make sure you check out lesson 31 on the wick sweep, and this is how I applied it. So this dropped all the way down and started to show signs that this could go up, but it left relatively equal lows here and here. So at 37, 21.37, I was looking for price at this point to come down and sweep here before it goes up. I know it's not going to go up from here because it's got a bearish fair value gap. Plus, it doesn't have the strength without this sweep in order to go back up. So I waited for this to come right back down and I posted. Here's a post that shows 21.037 has relatively equal lows and needs to sweep before an up move. So I was waiting patiently for this to happen. Then this started to come right back down and it swept the lows here, but there's still relatively equal lows here. So waited for this to go down and this shot down very quickly. Now here, you see a green candle. It's a very low probability trade to enter here because this is very likely to continue. You have to wait for very strong candle. This is a very strong reversal candle for three reasons. One, very bullish engulfing, covered 1, 2, 3 bodies. Number two, left a big fair value gap that you'll see on the next candle started to get smaller and smaller as I was building it for an entry. And number three, most importantly, it closed above this level. That's what I was looking for to show the signs of a reversal. Now I have to look for good reversal entry criteria to keep my stop loss small and my profit target big. So this started to go up right in here. And as I came down in here, and they started to hold and it built my fair value gap, I entered in at 24. Here's a post where I put in my community that I was entering here. We're going to see what happens. And my stop loss is at 21.14. Why did I pick that as my stop loss? This was the bottom of the wick. So once this wick held on the next candle as it started to go up, I entered in on the green candle at 11.36. This is the green candle as it opened and started to move up. That was my entry, knowing that if I'm wrong and there's continuation to the downside, it would move down and I would quickly get out, not giving it a ton of room. Remember, this is 10 points. This is still pretty big on NQ. But if I let my stop loss come all the way down here, I can't lose 35 points on one trade. I generally like to risk 10 to 15 points on one trade, looking for 50 plus on the winners. And I also posted my targets. Targets were 72 and 95. 95 was a very high probability target, but we needed to get past this fair value gap in here and take out the wick here at 72. That was my first profit target for 50%. And then the rest at 95, very high probability target to see if we can fight before we fight this first fair value gap. And then what happened? Very clean trade, took out the first, called out the resistance here. That's why you take off 50% just in case it starts to come right back down. Remember, the trend is bearish, so you have to be cautious when you're trading against the trend. And once you got through here and this broke, then this was official market structure shift. And if you held some runners, like some of our community members did, really nice trade. Continuation all the way back up.